What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video. Man, I learned something new from that video I shot last night, man. I figured out how to put my little screen down in a little bottom of the video, and then I can watch another video on top, man. I had to go on YouTube and learn how to do all that stuff, but I think I can figure it out by now. But this particular video, I done talked to a lot of different truck drivers. Some of you guys called me on my phone, text me, email me. One of y'all emailed me last night asking, can y'all lease on, y'all want me to be the mentor. A lot of people do ask me to be their mentor. It's winter time. Right now I'm not leasing nobody on. Right now I just don't want to take on the responsibility of leasing people on. Not during the winter time, but maybe after the winter time, my mind could change. I got some people on right now, but they got their own authority and they kind of running some stuff, that I don't want to talk about on YouTube. But outside of that, leasing people onto my carrier, I don't think I actually hear people leased onto my carrier. No, I never hear nobody leased onto my carrier, at least since it's been made. But in this video, what I want to talk about is some of you guys are suffering. Some of you guys are, you tell me about your problems, the bills that's associated with life outside of trucking, whether it be kids or rent or the car notes, and you're telling me how difficult it is to afford all this stuff. And Andrew be trying to help people out, because I understand I'm not in those situations. I don't have the kids, and I'm not. Some of you guys in areas, like I was just talking to one driver I just got off the phone with. He lives in the area that all the houses are pretty much $300,000, and he's got about 6 kids, married, got a wife, but he's the only one working, and his job, he a company driver doing intermodal, and it's only paying $1,000 a week. His rent like $2,500, and it's not really a way to really downsize, because it's so many kids. It's 6 kids, and I was trying to, I went and look at myself on Zillow, but in those areas, the lowest of the house that we could find is about $300,000. But like I was explaining to him, now I'm just, you gotta keep in mind, when y'all talk to me, I be coming from a, look, Andrew ain't got no kids, I'm not paying rent right now, I don't got the bills, but maybe I can still help out. I'm explaining to him, if you get a house for $300,000, mortgage pushing, $2,500, 30-year mortgage, what I was explaining to him, me and him both started at night transportation together 10 years ago, back in 2015. We both was in Atlanta, Georgia, night transportation, and Andrew's already burned out from trucking. Okay, he just had a surgery that almost took him out of trucking, and I was explaining to him, brother, if you go and get the $300,000 house with the $2,500 mortgage, with the big family. Now I understand they need a big house because they got a big family, they need the bedrooms, but what I'm saying is, as a truck driver, can you imagine being out there on that road for 30 years, OTR, trying to pay $2,500 a month in mortgage? I ain't quite figured that out. I ain't quite figured that out, but I understand. Well, Andrew, we written right now for the same amount. Y'all are, and it's tough. It's extremely tough. Okay, and it's really the only way they can really lower that is if they left the area they live in. But it's hard to leave the area when you got the kids. They in middle school and high school, and you really just gotta wait till all the kids graduate, because you don't want to take them away from their friends and family members. And so I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Sometimes I just thank God that I kind of dodged a couple of bullets, man. I don't owe ain't got no child support, no alimony, no kids right now. Oh man, boy, could you imagine if I was paying child support one of the women that was around me, oh my God, boy, I'd be done with you two. I'd be scared to show my face on here. I'll pay. I have to come up with how much money a month to pay who? To pay which one of them? Oh my God, oh Jesus, shoot, man, I thought about that before. I said, man, could you imagine I had to pay one of these people child support and alimony? Have you lost your mind? Man, I'd be in the court every day telling, hey, judge, look, at this point, I'm just going to pay you to just have an unfair trial. Now, it's got to be unfair. It's got to go towards my favor, because this is crazy. It's crazy, man. But anyways, man, I just got to keep my bills low, man. I got to keep my bills, my expenses low, and just, I like the cash route. In this trucking world, just me personally, saving up money and just paying for things outright worked best for me. The only thing I didn't pay outright in my whole trucking career is my car. The car is the only thing I ever financed, and that's only because I wanted to put an auto loan on my credit report so we can, just so I can have an auto loan, because I didn't figure I'd ever finance a car ever again. So, the car is paid off though, but that's the only thing that I financed, okay? And I may finance, a mortgage in the future, but y'all know $100,000 or less, okay? Understand, when I get in my house, it's gonna be just me. I may have a girlfriend, just 2 people max, okay? When I get it, okay? I ain't trying to go for the 300, 400, 500. If I want the $400,000 house, I'm looking at this right there. I see it right there. It's right over. Y'all want me to show y'all? Mr. Charlie just built them. They start at 400,000, but they don't look 400,000. They start at 400. They ain't brick though. They ain't brick. They ain't no brick. Okay, you want a brick house like that in brick, Mr. Charlie want $1 million, but they 2 stories, tall roof. I don't know how many bedrooms. I actually ain't never been on that street over there, but they start at 400,000 when I look at Zillow. And I'm like, would I rather live over there or over here? Nah, I don't think I want to pay Mr. Charlie $2,500 a month mortgage to live over there, 2 streets over. Nah, I think we good over here. I think we doing real good over here. So and then of course behind us, that's Habitat houses. That's I don't know what their houses go for, but they Habitat for Humane, because all this used to be a forest behind us. So but they all 3-bedroom, I think 2 bath. I done built some of these houses back here. They all nice on the inside. They pay 0%. They got a 30-year mortgage just like everybody else, but they pay 0% interest. They get that through, the Humane Society, the 0% interest. Now I don't know what the qualifications is to get one of them houses, but I know it's 0% interest. It's still a 30-year mortgage. It's still, whatever the house sold for, $120,000, $180,000, but it's just 0% interest. So all of them people going more than likely own their houses before everybody over here, unfortunately, and all through here, just because of the 0% interest, which I don't know how they was able to get away with that, but somebody's sending me some videos right now. Give me 1 second, let me see what's going on. Turn the volume down, hold on. What is this about? Hold on now. I'm obsessed with getting to $100,000 invested and saved. I'm already subscribed to this dude, ain't I? I'm already subscribed to him. Look at that. Maybe y'all can see him. Which one of his videos did I watch? Oh, I done watched a couple of his videos. Everybody that's in the same boat as me, that's kind of, it seems like that's all our same goal. For all of us, guys that don't got all the bills just yet, saving the money, maxing out the Roth IRAs and the stock accounts, the ETFs, that all seems like the goal right now. Because I done went down renting a house and having a family and paying a car note and the lights and the water and gas, because I done went that route and I know what it's like, I kind of know why is the police stopping here. You let somebody out or something? Guess he was just opening and closing the door. Last time police came here, they were asking me about some loads. That's one reason I don't let drivers in. Yeah, it ain't nothing like DOT showing up to the house asking you about some freight you don't know nothing about. Hold on now, who you looking for? Tell him he ain't here right now. Nah, he ain't here right now. Looking for who? He ain't here. Do y'all know that's why I changed the address on Safer? The address on Safer is a whole nother address now. This address here is just the mailing address. I changed the address. I put it to where one of the trucks is at. I did that so DOT don't show up here no more. Don't show up here no more. Don't be showing up here talking about, hey, we looking for Justin, and nah, you ain't looking for me, man. That scared me, man. That's why I don't even mess with drivers no more. They only took one time for that to happen. You all under investigation. They got 10 squad cars out here. You don't know what's going on. You know, oh man, hold on now. They finna take me downtown. Hold on now. How much money? $1 million in freight? Yeah, hey, brother, look here. I don't know nothing about nothing. Just don't take me to jail. Ever since that happened, boy, the very next day I changed the address on Safe. You looking for Justin? Start looking down that way. They'll see the trucks. They'll see the CAJ Logistics. They just won't find me. Yeah, call my phone. Send me an email. DOT. Don't show up to me asking all these questions about stuff I don't know nothing about. But anyways, we did handle that situation. You know, but I was scared to death. But hey, at least I went through it. So I guess in the future, if they ever show up again, I won't be so nervous. But you know, I remember when they first did my first audit, my safety audit, even though it was through email, I was still nervous. You know, but am I nervous now to do a safety audit? Oh, absolutely not. I can help anybody get through a safety audit. Shoot, what? All you gotta do is email them some paper? Man, please. Nothing to worry about, no safety audit. We can get that paperwork together tomorrow. Shoot, even if you ain't got nothing, we can get it together quick, with quickness, okay? But yeah, man, I'm just thankful going forward. I can kind of, you know, I just rather, like I said, stack my money. I like the save approach. I don't like the credit. I'm not the credit guy, guys, okay? I don't do the credit. You know, that's just not my thing, okay? I have credit, but I ain't got all them credit cards like, you know, everybody. I got 2 credit cards in this. If y'all want to know how many credit cards I just got 2. That's it. That's it. 2 credit cards. And it's been that way since, when did I join Navy Federal? I think 2017. That's it. That's it. So, will I ever build my credit up past where it's at now? I really don't have a reason. See, I want to say when Dean Cole was around and I was first, you know, talking to him, the reason why, you know, I started working with Dean Cole in the beginning, as y'all know, back in 2016 Interstate Distributor, before I leased the truck from Quality Carriers, y'all know I went down to MAC Kenworth and tried to get a $40,000 truck. You know, they told me, hey, they wanted 20% down. I brought them 20%. I brought them cash money, $10,000. I had brought it, set it on the desk, you know, and when they ran my credit, they said, hey man, you don't even have credit. I said, well, I ain't never, you know, borrowed no money before. And it was like, yeah, you gonna have to, you know, can't really shop you around in no banks because you ain't never hit a credit card or no auto loan or no nothing. So, you know, that's why I started working with Dean Cole, and he got me in Navy Federal and things like that. And you know, ever since that point, man, I figured Navy Federal was the top of the line. I don't, you know, they gave me a $1,500 credit card to start out with. I worked with that for 91 days, and then I upgraded to the $15,000 credit card, the Visa Signature, and from now, I just stopped from now. I never had no use for the $15,000 credit limit, so, you know, I ain't trying to make it, you know, another 15 and another 15 and another 20 and go over, you know, American Express and get their cards and a Discovery. And I didn't see the people with the stats of, you know, credit cards. That just ain't my thing, man. Going, you know, having all them credit cards, man, it's just too easy to you know, get in a whole lot of debt, and now you owe Mr. Charlie, you know, 20% for life. And I'm more so just save the money. You know, now I can save money because I don't got, you know, I don't got all the bills, you know, attached to me. Okay, so it's a little bit different. I can go out here and just work a regular job. Say I was OTR right now, man, paying $2,000 a week. You know, I don't know, man. Food maybe let's just say $200 a week, left with $1,800. We just say I could save $1,500 out of $2,000. I could save $1,500 a week. Okay, $1,500 a week. Do that for, you know, 2 months. I go out here and just buy me a truck. I go out there buy me a truck. Okay, I don't need to go take out no personal loan and pay them back over the, you know, 60 months. Or I ain't never did no what do you call it, financing a truck, so I don't know what the terms are. 60 months, 48 months, whatever they are, I don't know what it is for commercial trucks. But you know, I don't plan on buying, you know, not buying, but I don't plan on getting no more trucks in the future. But if I did get a 4th truck, y'all know it'll be something newer, you know, 2014, nah, my bad, 2023, 2024, something $30,000 from the auction. Trailers, I don't plan to buy at all. All that stuff coming off repower, just rent it. Okay, just rent the trailer. Since I'm a cash guy, oh, this is new. Well, I might take a look at that, huh? QQQM. I heard of QQQ, but I don't know about QQQEM. That's something recently. Let me see, 25, 24. I had to take a look and see what they invested in on them QQQEMs. But me, I'm just a cash money guy. I like to save the cash, invest my money. I have tried the margin thing before on the stock market. Don't advise doing that. You know, I done tried the options trading, the forex, the day trading. I done got suckered in. I ain't done no penny stocks though. I ain't got suckered down that bad. I ain't paid no what's all them guys that y'all people used to pay back in the day? Shoot, this video all over the place, but I ain't never paid the penny stock people. Y'all know, for the ebooks and the course, the DVDs, I ain't never got suckered in all that. If I can't learn it on YouTube, I don't want to know nothing about it. Okay, but you know, at this point, I'm just a buy and hold guy. Just buy, you know, ETFs. I do single stocks too, but they gotta be Fortune 500 companies that's in the S&P 500. You know, like a NVIDIA or what's the new one? My app, man. Robinhood. You know, whatever the top companies is. You know, Tesla. You know, Google. You name it. Meta. I do companies like those. Okay. Will my perspective ever change as far as borrowing money? My thing with borrowing money is they only accept cash to pay it back. The only time I would probably borrow money, I would say in an emergency, but like every emergency I done hear, you know, as far as trucking go, even though it was an emergency, we were still able to, you know, make the cash. So like when I blew my engine, well, I guess the only emergency I hear is when I first blew the $15,000 flat top. I blew the engine, didn't know much about, you know, saving money and having trucks at the time. So, you know, luckily PPP came through, so it didn't even matter. But past that point, you know, I bought a truck blown up, had the money to fix it, blew the transmission in the Classic, had the money to fix it. What else? I didn't hear the clutch go out in the flat top, had the money to fix it. So my emergency kind of just been all my money, huh? Just cash. It just seems like it's easy, man. It's just easier. I gotta get on this traveling content, man. Let me end this video right here. I know I'm all over the place. Let me see what's going on in the trucking world. I see HEB, the HEB driver. You know, I probably should talk about that in the video. Let me give y'all my thoughts. I come back with you.